Greetings from Jacksonville, Arkansas. This video that you're about to see was originally
waking up to my heartbeats, accompanied by the rain. The soreness in my eyes is not very surprising. This room is still uncharted, but as soon as I get started, I'll send you an SOS. I'll wave like it's nobody's business. Give me some time to breathe, give me some time to speak, cause I know the truth inside, and I promise you this time no bravado, no more strange stupid games just for my own. No more pain on the lane, let your guard down. Call my name when you need a friend. No bravado, no bravado.
Audio from this video that it had to remove or use some form of vowels and codec. This is going to walk through.
Standing out in the crossroads, trying to make out where to go. You left without warning, and now you're ignoring me. So what about us? What about all we had? Just send me an SOS. I'll run to you faster than lightning. Give me some time to breathe, give me some time to speak, cause I know the truth inside, and I promise you this time no bravado, no more strange stupid games just for my own. No more pain on the lane, let your guard down. Call my name when you need a friend. No bravado, no bravado.
I'm going to begin the process, cut it up. This year, for the year of 2024, I did something totally different with the turkey. Instead of taking the entire turkey and putting all the rest into it, I decided to cut the turkey up.
No more strange stupid games just for my own. No more pain on the lane, let your guard down. Call my name when you need a friend. No bravado, no bravado.
So, for those of you who love the taste of a good turkey, but you don't want to waste the meat and bake a big bird, and then of course you can put the baked turkey in the freezer, but seriously, if you want the taste of a fresh premium turkey every time and you got a good bird, you need to, and you know that you're not feeding a lot of people, you know, you got grown kids that live in another state, or you have, you know, just a couple of people to feed, then instead of baking this entire bird at one time, it's best to cut it up. Okay, we're gonna, in this video, I'm breaking the traditional Thanksgiving way of baking a turkey. I'm still gonna bake it, but this time I'm not gonna bake the whole turkey. So just bear with me. You're gonna see me just show you the product information on the bird. This is the label. The bird weighed 22 pounds? And the overall price was $23.17 for this bird. And that was $1.04 per pound. You're going to hear silence at times in this video because I am doing an overlay, my original voice with Christmas music playing in the background at the time of the recording. the hacker removed it. You know what it's trying to do? Is shadow ban me. Here are two knives that I pulled out to help me. One knife is a big knife to help me to see about cutting up this big bird. But yes, you guys, I have an entity attachment that literally has been trying to shadow ban me. And for those who don't know what shadow ban means when someone wants to prevent a person from being out in the limelight. Let's say that I'm super talented and intelligent, and you got some weirdo out there that's trying to paint a negative picture of me. And so, you know, seeing is believing. When you see what I am about to do in this video and other cooking videos and other things, then you will know that I am the real deal, okay? So shadow ban is when someone an entity or a group of, you know, losers, if you will, occultic, or it can just be one entity acting alone, go and take it upon themselves to block a person from speaking freely and or from sharing their content, their videos, their photos, their everyday life, day-to-day journey. So this is a form of shadow ban. Is hushing up a person by blocking their content or taking away their voice to speak. Here in this part of the video, I am showing you what I will be putting with it. I showed you some stovetop stuff, and I have some cranberry gelid cranberry sauce there. That's the Best Choice brand. I also have some Ocean Spray whole berry cranberry sauce. And so yes, this will be paired up with some stuffing, turkey stuffing at that. What I have here is an aluminum. Basically, I did not buy a what you refer to as a roaster, which is a thicker aluminum pan for baking, you know, heavy turkeys or big bulks of chicken or something, you know, like Cornish hens and things, or geese or a duck. So actually, you guys, I'm nigger rigging this aluminum pan. This pan is none other than a cake pan. Now, a cake pan is not designed to hold a heavy turkey, but I'm going to, what I've done is put aluminum foil in the pan, and then I have it under a sturdy baking sheet. And so that's how I'm going to get the cake pan that's usually used for baking bread or cakes. I'm going to use it to bake this portion of the turkey. So right now I'm removing the label. And again, this is the Butterball Premium Turkey. Absolutely delicious. And you guys, this bird tastes way better than the bird I had last year. Last year, that bird, I had to literally throw it out. When I say last year, I'm referring to 2023. It had an off taste to it, but this bird is delicious. And then the year before that, I believe in 2022, I had a very delicious turkey. So, you know, each brand and each, you know, bird varies. Right now I'm showing you the nutritional fact on the video, actually of the turkey in this video. Shows how much protein and fat and cholesterol and all that good stuff in there. Trans fat. Okay, so now I have cut open the label. And I did have this bird. I had it in a big freezer, but then I took it out like a day ahead of time and put it in the sink, and then it still was partially frozen, and I put it in a regular part of the freezer. So as you can see, it still has some ice in there. Look at that. So I'm reaching in. So that's frozen ice, you know, down inside of that bird, even though I had removed it from the top freezer to the other part of the refrigerator where it could thaw out more. And I did have it in the sink too at one time, but this bird, you know, these big birds take a while to thaw out, as the outside is slightly thawed out, but the interior is actually slightly frozen, as you can see. I have pulled out the turkey neck, and I was just feeling for to see if it was frozen. I'm washing the turkey neck, and actually I was trying to find the giblet. You know, normally the inside of the cavity of the turkey, they put the giblets in there, so you're going to have the turkey neck in there, and the turkey heart, and liver, and gizzards. I am just rinsing the bird and trying to get some of the bloodshot, some of the blood out. It's not very bloody, but I'm pointing out that this bird has a slight bruise on it. So right now I'm checking out the condition of the bird. Had to stop that mantra from playing. Let me turn that down. So, you know, I'm glad that at least I'm able to do the overlay in this video, but it does not, has the same quality of the original video. In the original video, you can actually hear what is actually going on at the time, and you can hear the Christmas carols are playing on B98.5 radio FM, and so that's what's missing from the original recording of this video. So I'm doing the overlay, and we'll see how it turns out here. And I'm going to go ahead and get this video up, you know, and running without delay. So I'm still trying to find the giblets, because technically I would have found them by now. They usually are always inside of the bird. Eventually I'm going to find it, but it's not where I thought it would be. I'm not even sure if I stop the recording, if I'm able to pick back up. So I'm just, you know, letting I wished I could block out some of the sound in the background, but it is what it is. So I'm still like, where are the giblets? Okay. I'm showing you how pretty the wing is. It's pretty big. In a minute, and in a little bit, I'll get ready to start cutting the bird up. So you all, while I'm just putting, getting ready to cut the bird, I just wanted to show you all that I didn't actually have the, the best cutting tools to cut the bird, but I managed to cut it to where I was able to cut off the wings, the legs, the breast, the back area, the thigh, and place the extra turkey in freezer bags and freeze them. And I baked some of the bird. And in this video, let's see if I can go to another room, because the devil is a liar. I got someone here that is snoring, so I'm gonna go to another room, and I'm just gonna go in here and see if I can get away from the snoring. All right, you guys, you see I began cutting down the middle of the turkey. And again, I'm not a butcher, and I don't have the best, and I don't have a cameraman either, or a tripod. So can you imagine that? I'm trying to show you guys how I'm cutting the bird, and I don't have a cameraman to film the content for me while I cut. So technically I'm just showing you guys, and then there's going to be times where I have to actually kind of pause and go off camera and cut a little bit. But you look how pretty that breast is right there. Now right there I'm running into a problem. That breast is impossible to cut. I mean, like, eventually I believe I began to get it to break, or maybe I never did get it to break. The bone of the breast is super tough. I mean, I was hitting at it with the knife, trying to break it. It's extremely hard to break the bone of that breast open where I could split it open. If you go to a butcher, they would just take that bird and split. If you want it split and split it all the way down the middle, they have a saw where they can cut that bird. And you don't have to go to a butcher. If you ever worked at a poultry plant, you know that those chickens come whole. In order for them, well, of course, a chicken breast may not be as tough. The bone of a chicken breast may not be as tough. There it goes, the giblets right there. I found it. Okay, while I'm talking, that's the heart in there, the liver and everything. But the bone of a chicken breast is not it's easier to crack open than a turkey bone of a turkey breast. So, people working in poultry plant, when they get the chicken whole after the feathers have been plucked off of it, they typically would use a very sharp machine that's like a saw, and they would just cut that whole chicken into half, And so that's what I kind of needed for this bird, because I was determined to do it. I'm just going to show you. So right now, I'm just showing you, I just opened it and showing you that I finally found the giblets. And as you can see, that's some liver there. I just kind of opened that up a bit. And I actually had a paint of chicken livers in the freezer. And I was just saying that I could take the liver and separate it from the gizzard and the heart, and put the liver in the freezer, with the other chicken livers, which this is a turkey liver. Look at how big this gizzard is. See, turkey gizzards is much bigger than chicken gizzards. And then this is the heart. You don't throw the giblets away. That you can put them in the freezer and use them for later, or you can actually boil the gizzard and the heart, and then incorporate that into your other foods that you're making, or you can use it for a broth, or to create a broth while it boils. to create like a giblet. It is, you know, it's very diverse what you can do with it. You can make like a gravy, like a giblet gravy, by boiling them, putting your seasoning in there. And of course, you want to boil the gizzards in hard for a while because they're going to be tough, you know, if you're planning on eating them. So you let that boil for a while. But the liver cooks super fast, so you want to separate that, and it's very fragile. So I decided to separate the liver at this point and put it in a plastic Walmart bag. Back to the bone of the turkey. I can't break it open. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to have to cut around it. I don't think I was able to get that bone broken completely because it's so tough. You have to have like a saw or one of those huge meat hacking cutting tools or something that can cut through bones. I'm washing the turkey. You know, guys, I have been watching, I found this new show called Wicked City. I'm not a person that's big on TV, but I discovered the name of the show is Wicked City. I try not to use that word, but that happens to be the name of the show. And I first caught it on the Zumo app, which is a free app. And then I looked it up on the cable that I used on the smart TV, and I was able to find it because if you watch it on Zumo, everything on Zumo, I wouldn't say everything, but it's pretty much live. So if it's playing live, you can't go back and rewind it. Now, Zumo do have some programs that are uploaded that you can click on and watch. But so I looked it up, and as you can see, I got the breast cut off about right there, by the way. I'm still trying to, what I'm doing is cutting around the bone of the breast to remove the meat to separate it from the bone since I couldn't split or cut the bone in the middle. So I had to remove the meat off of the bone, if that makes any sense, off of the breastbone right there, see? So I'm still working on cutting that off. That's what I'm showing you. So I was able to find Wicked City, and I recorded some of the first episode and maybe a couple of the second. I should say I recorded some of the first season and episode, and then some of the second season and episode. And then when I went back to watch it, I noticed that the network that it was playing on, which is AMC Stories, if I'm saying it right. So the network is AMC Stories. And so they no longer was carrying the Wicked City. Like, it was just, if I didn't record it, I wouldn't be able to watch it at that point. So I was determined to watch Wicked City, and then I was able to find it on the network called All Black. And so yeah, it's pretty good, you know. It's like it's dealing with the spiritual realm, you know. And so anyways, well, that's a story for another day. But if you're looking for something interesting to watch, Wicked City is very entertaining. It is spiritual. It depicts you know, people tapping into the dark side of spirituality, if you will. And then, you know, them trying to find their way away from all of the darkness, if that makes any sense. So, but back here, y'all, look at this. I got the breast cut off and some of the thigh. I'm showing you what I've cut off of the turkey right here. showing you how big the gizzard is, the heart. There's the turkey neck. And so, you know, this is my, this is what I ended up doing, was baking some breast and thigh. I may have baked a wing or a leg, and then I cut up everything else, including the back, and put it in freezer bag. And y'all, this video is going to be over an hour long, because not only are you going to see me cut up the bird, I mean, you are watching me cut up this bird. This is my holiday tip ideals, and it just doesn't have to be for the holidays. It can be at any time that you buy a big turkey, and if you're not cooking and feeding a bunch of people, I highly recommend that you get some get some freezer bags and cut that bird up, and don't bake all of it at one time. Look, I'm just about got the wing cut off here. And so you cut this up and put it in a freezer bag, and each time that you want to eat some fresh turkey, you can cook it fresh, and it tastes so good. Absolutely delicious. Look at that, you guys. I got that wing off. Isn't that pretty? Look at how pretty that is. Turkey wing. Even though I don't have the best cutting tools for it, I think I did a pretty good job, you know, cutting it up. You know, it's like, this is what you want to do, instead of having a lot of your turkey to go to waste, where it dries out. It can get dried out and stuff, especially if you don't freeze it. So this is my best take on a big turkey, is to cut it up and only cook you know, what you feel that you will be eating in you know, within a couple of days, and not cook the whole thing, because it's like wasting meat, you know. So you guys are going to see, once I finish cutting this bird up, you guys, this video is going to take off. It's going to get quicker. You're going to get to see me actually season the bird, the turkey, cut some onions up, put it in there, and some seasonings and things, and I'm going to actually put it in the oven and bake it. But however, we did not eat Thanksgiving, a Thanksgiving meal on Thanksgiving Day. I actually ate this meal on Black Friday, the following day. But I did bake it late on Thanksgiving Day, the turkey. And then it's going to be the actual next day on Black Friday, which would have been November 29th, 2024, that you're going to see the finished product. And you will see the entire plate of food, you know. In this video, I'm going to be cooking green beans with bacon. And I like to use the grease from the bacon to season the green beans. I'll show you that process in this video. You will also see me make some sweet potato yams, and also the stovetop stuffing, and just baking some biscuits, you know, to go with the sweet potato yams, and whatever else I put in here, you'll see. But the food turned out absolutely delicious. Just if you all could just look at that. Take a look. See where it cut off that leg. Now you can see that bone right there. I had to cut around it. Now technically, if you had it somewhere else, that part would be off of the leg, but look, at least I got it cut off, you guys. You see that? That's a big turkey leg. Yes, indeed. And believe me, that right there, this right here is more than enough meat. Once you bake that's a lot, especially when you have your other side items to eat. You fill up pretty quick. Now look at this bird, you guys. It's no longer a whole bird. As you see, I have removed a leg and a wing and thigh and breast. And so, and of course, I took that turkey neck out of there initially. Wished I had a cameraman. It would cut the time back considerably. One day, hopefully, I'll be able to invest in better camera equipment, and including, like, you know, camera with a drone on it and a camera tripod and things of that nature. Or maybe I'll just be able to have a cameraman, period, like Oprah Winfrey. Okay, so right here, I was just more than likely stating that that I'm just going to cut up the rest of it and put it in a freezer bag, and then start the process for cooking the other part of the bird. You know, I really hate hackers. And, you know, why would some freak of nature go to extreme lengths to remove the original recording from this video? Why? So someone, I believe it was Mystic9, she does the tarot for the divine collectives, for the good people, or the chosen ones rather. And she was saying that there's a difference between jealousy and envy. And so when someone is, she explained the difference, and you know, both are not a good character for anyone to have, but for someone to go to the extreme lengths of, you know, decoding my video and to remove the original audio of my voice to delay me putting up videos. And he did this on the Galaxy 10 phone, by the way. Now, this issue with the audio began somewhere around October, the first week of October. I would say probably around October 5th and 6th. That's when it began. So right here, I'm using some chili powder. Now, no, I'm not making chili, you all, but I actually love what chili powder does to meat products and fish products. It makes it so much more tastier. So I like for my food to have seasonings and for the flavor to go like all the way through. So that's why I'm adding some chili powder. because I don't want no just bland, boring old turkey. And then I'll be adding some other ingredients here. I've got that Tony Creole seasoning. So I'm going to generously sprinkle this everywhere. I've got that Italian seasoning. That's an herb on deck. You can see where I've already put in some of the Italian herbs there. And now I have the red pepper, crushed red peppers, and some garlic powder. So I want my food to taste really well. Now I have some onion powder. Flipping it over. Yeah, make sure you season your food very well. You don't want your, there's nothing more disappointing in, looking forward to eat food and then you bite it. And it's either, the two things that are a no-no for me is the taste is not seasoned well. Sometimes you can adjust the seasoning and add a little salt and pepper here and there. But, the taste is, and the quality of the meat product have to be, top notch and edible. So, crushed red pepper. So I just used a generous amount of this. Try to add some heat. So just don't be a boring turkey, Sort of have like a little kick, like a spice to it. Okay, so now I've brought out the green onion. I also have some minced onions. That's a dehydrated onion that they put, the same dehydrated onion they put on your McDonald's cheeseburger and hamburger, right? And then that's extra virgin olive oil, which is optional. You don't have to use that. You can use a different oil. You can use canola, peanut oil, vegetable oil, shortening. Minced onion. So yeah, this is, I'm gonna, as I showed you, I have green onion as well. I used a minced onion, which is very similar to Lipton onion soup mix as well. And then here, it's not necessary, but I did add a little bit of, just a hint, not even a lot. I mean, you wouldn't even know it was on here. Just a hint of allspice, because I stopped putting it on there. I put just a small amount because really, technically, that's the flavor you look for in a pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie. That cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice flavor, clove flavor. So what I was showing you was that I was making I actually ended up making a couple of pumpkin pies as well. If you all haven't tried, I know if you love sweet potato pie, you will absolutely love pumpkin pie. And so that's the pumpkin puree in the can. You should try it, and you would make it the same way you would your sweet potato pie, and it's absolutely delicious. Make sure you have some fresh eggs if you're going to make a pumpkin pie. And make sure you have frozen crust, floured pie crust. Don't try to make the crust on your own unless you're absolutely sure that you can bake a good crust. It's better to get the grocery freezer because the crust is everything. It'll help the pie to taste better, the pumpkin pie. So right here is I'm just showing how I had to tuck in the wing behind the leg drummet part of the wing, so that when I bake it, and so I'm unraveling it so I can show you that I'm going to close off the legs again by clamping the wing part of the wings underneath the drummet part. I know my hands are a bit slippery, but trying to show you with the camera, but I'm just going to do that. I'm going to close it off because you're supposed to do that even with chicken wings, because if you don't, when you bake them or fry them, the flat part of the wing will stick straight up and it won't cook evenly. So if you want them to cook evenly, you see what I'm doing. If I had a cameraman, I would do it much quicker, but I don't. So like that. So you want to tuck it in, so when you bake it or fry it, that it doesn't come loose. You ever seen people try to fry wings and the flat part of the wing is up there, like sticking up, and the drummet is frying and the other part, the flat part, isn't frying? That's because you're supposed to tuck it in under the drumstick part of the wing. So I'm just showing how I got the seasonings on here. And I believe, am I going to use some olive oil? I believe I'm going to actually end up using some shortening. Now, typically I would drizzle it with some oil. Because I want the bird to taste absolutely delicious. I suggested some of the shortenings, but it doesn't matter if it's Crisco or Great Value. So I believe I'm going to end up rubbing this bird, this turkey, with shortening. This is the all vegetable shortening. Now they do have a shortening that is made from animal fat. This one is made from, it's a vegetable based one. And so before I add any type of oil, whether it be shortening like a grease and or vegetable oil or olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, I just showed you the Maggi chicken flavored bouillon. I believe I'm going to end up sprinkling some of that on the bird to help it to like marinate, because you know turkey is pretty thick meat, so it needs all the help it can get. See how I'm drizzling the olive oil over the bird? I also want to show you, see the green part of the onion there. I did cut up some green onions and put it in there. I put in minced onion, and then I'm also going to be adding some yellow or white onion in there to bake with it as well, and probably some real garlic as well to help enhance the flavor. So I've pulled out some freezer bags. So I'm showing you all that I've cut up some onions. And I even have some onions under there. I have green and white onions. You want to always add some onions, garlic, and if you don't have like fresh onions, at least minced onions, because it's going to help transform your food, your meat, and to taste better. And also I put in some minced garlic eventually. So the minced garlic is optional. You know, you have to be careful with garlic that it doesn't burn, but because I did use a lot of garlic powder as well. So, but you definitely want to put some onions in this when you're baking your portion of the turkey. And if you don't have an oven, for those who may be watching me in my ideals for, you know, cutting up the bird and not baking the entire thing, you can boil the portions of the meat that I'm showing you in this video. I do realize there are some people that don't have ovens, and so if you don't have an oven to bake it in, that's perfectly fine. You would just basically take out your big pot and put your meat in there, and you would just, you know, cut up some onions and put your seasoning in there, you know, and you would boil the turkey until it got tender, and you would fix it with your dressing or rice or, oh Lord, whatever, mashed potatoes, whatever you want to eat it with. All right, you guys, I've put it, finally, I have put that turkey in the oven. And now you be careful. I prefer now I'm an experienced cook. I don't recommend that you bake a turkey using a cake pan, but it was what I have, you know, for 2024 Thanksgiving. I just didn't, you know, pick up one from the store this time around, and I should have. So, but I'm getting it to work because I have placed a metal baking sheet underneath the cake pan, which is very sturdy. So technically, when I lift it up, I lift up the baking sheet. Because if you try to lift this stuff up with that little cake pan, the cake pan's is flimsy. It's not too sturdy. So you want to be careful with this. So it's already baking. As you can see, it's sizzling here in the oven. And it's baking like done, like getting done now. It's been cooking for a little while. And once it's done, you all, I'm going to start putting together the side items that I'll be eating with it. At this point, y'all, when it was baking, it was late. And so I wasn't going to be, it was late on Thanksgiving Day that I actually cooked this. Some people began cooking the day before Thanksgiving. I don't really have, you know, even though I have an extremely large family, I'm not really with them at the moment. We're all spread out in different states and whatnot. And so, and then my father passed away, Pastor Hurlon Sr. of Holy Jerusalem Victory Church of God in Christ in Warren, Arkansas. He passed away in July of 2024. So, and then my mom is already, you know, transitioned away years back. So I'm showing you guys that the meat is tender, and I believe it's done at this point. I may have had it baking already for almost 2 hours, if not even that long. I don't even think it took 2 hours. You see how golden that is? I turned the oven off. And I'm just trying to show you guys, like, see how tender is hot and just how tender that is. Look at the breast. Look at that pretty color on the breast there. Oh, yeah. I know it may look a little tough, but I think it may be ready at this point. Because I know, yeah, it is ready. That's not tough at all. I remember when I tasted on camera, you won't hear me taste it on this one, because the idiot, the criminal freak, whoever it is, the hacker or whatever, took away my original response to the video here. And I tasted, and it was so tasty and delicious. But I didn't make a meal on Thanksgiving. I didn't fix Thanksgiving plate on Thanksgiving Day. We didn't eat Thanksgiving until the next day, as I stated before. So I done took it out the oven. It's ready, you guys. Yep, it's ready. And eventually I'm going to wrap it up in foil. That food is straight out the oven. It's extremely hot. I was trying to show you guys the tenderness of it, the texture. You'll get to see more of the finished product when I plate her up. You're going to get to see the entire meal here. So you all, this video is a few minutes over an hour, and I know that TikTok can give us up to 1 hour on a video. So because this video is technically a little over 1 hour, and at the end of the video is when I put the plate together with the dressing, the sweet potato yams, the biscuit, the green beans with the bacon in it, and the blue raspberry lemonade, and what else? The turkey, yes, the turkey and stovetop dressing with cranberries and stuff. So if you all want to see the finished plate, if you're watching from TikTok, just please go to my YouTube channel. And if you click on the description, the YouTube channel, or the link to the YouTube channel or title of the video will be in the description box. And you can watch the full video of this 2024 how to cut a turkey, a Butterball turkey for Thanksgiving. As a matter of fact, that is the title of this video, is how to cut a bird, a turkey. And it's basically just holiday tip ideals, like cut up your turkey, don't waste the meat, and put bake only. This is what, just bake only what what you're going to eat for the next couple of days, and then take the rest and put it in the freezer, as I stated before. So right now I'm just going to stop showing you guys this stuff. And initially the music was playing in the background, and you can't hear the feel of Christmas for the holidays, 98.5. Even though this was not filmed on Christmas, because it is the holidays that they were playing, B98.5 radio was playing the Christmas carols on the radio, that is, of course. See, right now I'm tasting it. It's delicious. I'm showing you how tender it is. You see, it's so piping hot, but delicious. You guys, when I took a bite of it, it was seasoned all the way through. Excellent flavor. If you got a good bird, then you can work with it. But if you got a bird that is just crappy from the get, then you've got a problem. But if you got a good quality bird, you season it right, you can't go wrong. And you don't have to serve this with dressing. If you just want the taste of baked turkey, you can serve this with like a saffron yellow rice, or even like a beef flavored rice and roni. You can actually serve it with scalloped potatoes. You can serve it with And what is the other? Well, potato salad is optional. I would say baked beans and mashed potatoes with the smoked turkey. I'm just giving you some ideas of what you can do, and like other items you can serve it with. But this will be served with dressing and green beans and sweet potatoes and biscuits and some other things. So at this point, I'm wrapping it up, covering it with the foil, and I'm going to let it rest for the rest of the night or wee morning hours to be ate or later on, you know. So all I have to do is just heat the meat up before serving it after it cooled down. Right here in this portion of the video, I am frying up some hickory smoked bacon in a saucepan. I know that this isn't the typical pan that you would fry your bacon in, but this is not for regular frying bacon. I'm simply trying to, looks like the Teflon is just about gone on this pan right here. I should have used the other pan. But anyways, because it's trying to stick a little bit, but bacon has its own grease. So as long as I'm moving it around, you know, it's going to be all right. So what I'm doing is releasing, by frying the bacon, I'm releasing the grease, its natural oils. You see the bacon grease? I am going to use that grease to flavor, to season my green beans, the canned French cut green beans and whole green beans. I believe I'm going to mix one of each. 1 can of whole green beans and 1 can of French green beans. And I will be draining all the liquid off of them, at least most of the liquid. So if you're from the South, you will know that bacon grease helps to season your green beans. Bacon grease, you want to fry the bacon and release the grease and partially fry the bacon. You don't want to fry the bacon until it's completely done. You want some of them to be partially done, but not all the way, because you're going to put your green beans in here and you're going to let it, the rest of the bacon that's halfway cooked, a little more than halfway cooked, you're going to let it simmer in. It's okay if some of them appear to be just about done. You're going to let the green beans simmer in the grease and the bacon fat. And bacon has a nice aroma and taste and flavor. This is hickory bacon, so it will help to season the flavor of the green beans. While I'm sitting here, you guys, by the way, it's 10:25 a.m. and it is Saturday, January the 18th, 2025. As I stated before, we're in a new year, and this video was originally recorded last year on Thanksgiving Day on November the 28th, 2024. I believe that was on a Thursday. While I'm sitting here, you all, I heard an entity, a female voice say, "Mm-mm," inside of my head. Y'all, I have been voodooed, and I'm not afraid to say this in this video. I like not to accuse anyone of anything. We know that the devil is the master of manipulation, but just be careful spiritually. Still burning my sages and frankincense and myrrh, and I got some Palo Santo for spiritual cleansing of the air. So right now at this point, I've drained most of the liquid, if not all. These are the whole cut can of green beans here. I believe that's the Best Choice brand. And now I'm going to, now that one did not require me to have a can opener, but the Walmart Great Value French style cut green beans require me to use the can opener. So let me just get this open and put in the French style cut green beans. And y'all, I really love the French style cut green beans because they're more tender than the whole cut green beans are. So I just like the texture of both of them. Preferably the French cut, so I just mixed one of each. I mean, they both taste alike, but the French cut is has a nice texture. Shall I say easier to eat? Well, I'm just about done with this video. So I'm seasoning the green beans with some seasoning salt and some cinnamon. Allspice. I was just showing that you can put in some cloves in there too to help bring out that unique taste. This is my way of making the green beans. So I put in a little cinnamon, a little allspice, and I was just illustrating that you know, if you don't have the allspice, you can use a little bit of nutmeg or even go in with some cloves and of course some sugar. And it's gonna make it sweet and tasty, you know, just balance it out very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in, I drained the French cut green bean. Of course you want to use a bigger pan than this little saucepan, but I'm gonna make it work.
Waking up to my heartbeats, accompanied by the rain. The soreness in my eyes is not very surprising. This room is still uncharted. As soon as I get started, I'll send you an SOS. I'll wave like it's nobody's business. Give me some time to breathe, give me some time to speak, 'cause I know the truth inside. And I promise you this time, no bravado, no more strange, stupid games, just one motto. No more pain, all in vain, let your guard down. Call my name when you need a friend, no bravado, no bravado. Crossroads, trying to make out where to go. You're left without warning, and now you're ignoring me. So what about us? What about all we had? just send me an SOS. I'll run to you faster than lightning. Give me some time to breathe, give me some time to speak, 'cause I know the truth inside. And I promise you this time, no bravado, no more strength, stupid games, just one motto. No more pain, all in vain, let your guard down. Call my name when you need a friend, no bravado, no bravado.
I know how to bake yeast rolls and stuff, but again, like I stated before, that some of my people transition out of here, and the rest are spread out in different states, and so I didn't bake any yeast rolls this time around. I just went with the canned biscuits. And this canned biscuits will be ate with the sweet potato yams. In just a few minutes, you guys, I will be plating her up. You will see the finished product here. Showing you the process on the green beans. I probably should have, I shouldn't say, let me just be quiet. At this point, I think I was trying to get a thumbnail or something. Not exactly sure. You know, I did research about like how to recover missing audio from your MP4 files, your video files. And it mentioned something about downloading some codecs from Windows Media Player. And there's a lot of information out there, but I'm like, you know what? Whoever the bastard is, maybe it's obsessed with my voice or something. You know, why would someone want to zap my voice from my videos on this Galaxy 10 phone here? I don't know. I've never had this issue before. Look at this. The food is ready now. Y'all look, I got whole berry cranberries on the stuffing blended with dressing. I have the green beans with the bacon in there. Look at the deliciousness of the turkey, baked turkey that is seasoned all the way down. And I cut this bird up, by the way. You guys see me do that. The rest of the bird goes into the freezer that I did not bake. I have finished. This is the finished product. Green beans with bacon in it. Stuffing with cranberry sauce, baked turkey, and sweet potato yams with biscuits. Yes, indeed. And y'all, you're talking about good. Taking the biscuits and eating it with the sweet potato yams, eating the turkey that is seasoned and flavorful, and the dressing with cranberry sauce. It's a home run at this point. I hope that you guys find my video of how to cut where I suggest that you cut, not just so much of how to cut the bird, but just suggesting that you cut, because you guys are going to cut your bird better than me. I didn't have a proper knife for it, but cut that bird up and put it in the freezer and bake it when you need it. And this is just, y'all, some blue raspberry Kool-Aid, and it was absolutely delicious and icy cold, and it was the perfect combination for this Thanksgiving meal, which was served on the next day, on Black Friday. See, I didn't cook the sweet potatoes and green beans and stuffing and biscuit until Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, which is Friday, November the 29th, 2024. With that note, you guys, I am getting ready to, I'm out for the most part. I thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.